Welcome to my projectbazaar.com. Now let's see about a discriminative model of motion and crash ratio for view invariant action recognition. Now let's see about this abstract. We propose the new method for identifying the action in the video. For identifying that, we extract a strip feature and a PLK feature. They are based on the deduction of spatiotemporal corners. Spatiotemporal corners are located in the region that exhibits a high variation of image intensity in all three directions. These records that spatiotemporal corners are located as a spatial corners such that they invert motion into consecutive frames. They are identified from local maxima of corners function computed for all pixels across spatial and temporal scales. The Lucas-Kennedy methods is a widely used differential method for optical flow estimation. It assumes a widely used differential method for optical flow estimation. It assumes that the flow is essentially constant in a local neighborhood of the pixel under consideration, and solve the basic optical flow equations for all the pixels in that neighborhoods by the least square criterion. This is the flow of a process where we have to given the input video. In the input video, we have to given the multiple person. From that video, it will go to the frame conversion. Here we are converting a video as a frames. A film frame or video frame is one of the many still images which compose the complete moving pictures. The individual frames are separated by the frame lines. Normally 24 frames are needed for the 1 second of film. After frame conversion, it will go to the strip features. Local image features or interest points provide the compact and abstract representation of patterns in the image. In this paper, we propose to extend the motion and spatial interest points to the space-time domain and argue that the resulting features often correspond to that interesting events in video and can be used for compact representation of video. To detect space-time events, we build an idea of Harris and interest point operators and detect local structures in space-time where the image values have significant local variance in both space and time. After that, it will go to the PLK features. It assumes that the flow is essentially constant in a local neighborhood of the pixel under consideration and solve the basic optical flow equations for all the pixels in that neighborhood by the least square criterion. By combining information from the several nearby pixels, the Lucas-Kennedy method can often resolve the inherent ambiguity of the optical flow equations. After PLK feature, it will go to the HCRF classification. HCRFs are a class of statistical modeling method often applied in pattern recognition and machine learning, where they are used for structured prediction, whereas an ordinary classifier predicts a label for a single sample without regard to a neighboring sample. A HCRF can take context into an account. Based on this, we are identifying the action, which action is performed in that video. Now let's see the demo of our process. Here I am having main.m file. Select this file, right click and run the file. So this is our guidance. So initially we have to load the video. In dataset, now I am having 4 types of actions. Now I am selecting one video as input. The selected video is displayed here. Then it will go for the frame conversion. Then we are identifying this strip feature. The points are selected in the frames and it is plotted here. Now the features are calculated and the calculated features are displayed here. And then we are going to PLK feature. Now the PLK features are calculated here. These are the identified features of PLK, and then we go for the crash ratio. These are the crash ratio for both the strip and PLK feature. This crash ratio will be used for features. These features will go to the HCRF classification. The HCRF will identify about the actions. Now the HCRF method is identified this action as a hand waving. Now I am showing the action recognition result based on the strip PLK and the HCRF. It classifying the action in the better manner. Thank you.